And now for something completely different. Where I'm going next is the Sports Museum. Yes, you heard me right, because here in Kaunas, they have the home to the basketball team of Lithuania. Yes, besides paganism or Christianity and other religions, there is one big religion which is just as big as any other religion in Lithuania, and that is basketball. And do you know why? Because basketball only became the religion of sport in Lithuania since the 1930s, all thanks to one lad who went to America and got the idea from the American basketball, and so he decided to bring the idea of basketball to Lithuania so that the Lithuanians would just as well form up their own team. But of course, that has been cut short by the time the Soviets came to invade Lithuania, and then the Germans came over, then the Soviets came, and then many years of occupation until the 1990s. In the early 90s, by the time Lithuania gained independence, the Lithuanian basketball team came to its revival. It revives once again, and so the Lithuanians, how did it become a basketball team to defeat such a superpower like America? Although people say that America has always been the dominant team in the world when it comes to basketball, but it wasn't until the early 2000s during the Olympics that in Athens, or let's say Sydney and Athens, that Lithuania, being a small country, with its basketball team, defeated the basketball giants of America, and so that's how Lithuania became a very famous basketball team, and so that's why we are going to the Sports Museum of Lithuania. This is the presidential palace of Lithuania, home to Antanas Smetonas in the 1930s, a short-lived presidential palace of a short-lived capital of Lithuania, Kaunas, during the interwar period, until Vilnius became the capital of Lithuania once again. And so, right now, let's go on to the basketball museum, or let's say the Lithuanian Sports Museum. Here's the square, where you see all the 18th century churches being built, and also restaurants and cafes. This means that I'm going this way, then turn left, heading towards the Sports Museum. This is a very beautiful part of Kaunas, because I'm in the old town, the very medieval part of the town of Kaunas. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting very close to the Lithuanian Sports Museum, where they have the religion of sport called basketball. Yeah, I just went past the Literature Museum, the Marionis Literature Museum, which is just behind me, and now heading towards the Sports Museum, where it involves basketball. Basketball and football and the rest of the sports. Angele Rupschiene. The boxing, weightlifting, ping pong and all of that. Algirdas Sokitkas, boxing champion. Here we're in a section of the boxing. Here it is, the reconstruction of Algirdas Sokitkas training. And finally, we have the basketball field, or let's say the basketball house, they call it. And look at the size of this basketball. This is to dedicate for the Lithuanian golden team of the basketball, that they've played very well, especially against the basketball giants called the USA. And in fact, for such a small country like Lithuania, they have defeated the USA several times, one in Sydney in 2000 and the other in Athens 2004. And of course, it goes back a very long way, since the 1930s. And here it is, you see the seats, yellow, green and red, and you see the basketball. And here we go. That's it for today's video. I'm going to wrap things up, and I really hope you really enjoyed the video. And so, Atsugere, thank you very much, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day. And now for the honorable mention. This is the man behind the basketball being sent to Lithuania after he has been to America, bring the basketball with it to Lithuania so that the Lithuanian team would adapt the basketball and grew very passionate about the sport of basketball. And this is how it became to be here in Kaunas, the house of basketball.